Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. Had to pause and let the world finish loading there. Welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. I'm Doggone. Thanks for being here. Let's work on through the night here. Help you get some sleep. I was just, I'm truly having some insomnia tonight. Beep 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 beep. Truly having some insomnia. I fell asleep watching Arumba play Crusader Kings 2, which is something I've tried, but is very, very, very difficult for me. It's a very Crusader Kings 2. It's a game that I'm fascinated by, but very difficult. Did I say that already? I think I did. You know what? Cobble. I spent a long time making compressed cobble, but don't we have... We don't have 10. What is that? Iron, copper. We don't have 10. I thought we had copper. We don't have 10. I am gradually starting to remember some of this FTB stuff. Pardon me 1 second. Let me adjust my music volume. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I didn't overcompensate for that. Also, let's fix up our stone-bound tools. We still need aluminum, that's the main thing. But I've just realized we also need some of that tin. And I thought I had. Oh, I know where I got it. Man, the sounds just seem really loud to me. There we go. Let's plant. Oh, I got it. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. I know I should fix this up. I just had this idea of a brilliant wall of machinery here. Exterior machinery. Keep some of the machinery outside, at least some of it outside. And I wanted to get rid of this, do something about this torch spam. But let's plant this acacia tree. That'll look beautiful out here alone. You know, I can make a stone lumber axe. Just thinking I totally didn't plan to do anything I'm doing here. Like it's usual for your old dog. Oh, it's actually went farther than I planned here. Like it's quite usual with your old dog. So much stuff, a lot of stuff I just don't plan. I'm very much a flow kind of a guy, for better or for worse. I've always found a lot of misery in trying to control everything, and I just enjoy letting the things that come to me dictate what I do. I am so like that, you know, so like that. some people just got to go after everything they want. I'm not like that. For better, or for worse, I'm not like that. All right, cactus. Boom. We're just grabbing materials here, like a boss. I want to make, once we get materials, there's things I want to make, but I should probably wait until I get those to talk some about it. But basically the feed the beast type stuff, things like I was thinking that right there to be a good place for that. I think we have Mind Factory Reloaded in this mod pack. Don't we? Hat, mine. Yeah, oh, look at all that beautiful stuff. What is that? A liquid crafter. Red note block. Oh, look at all that beautiful, beautiful stuff. Somewhere near a plant or fisher. That's what I was thinking about. A fisher. We need plastic sheets, which means that we need raw plastic, which comes from rubber bar. What is that? Block of plastic, yeah. Rubber bar, which comes from ball of glue and raw rubber. Just knocked my earbuds out. Oh man, it's gonna be so much fun. Raw rubber can come from a sawmill. Ooh, yeah. Fascinating. Rubber wood. A sawmill. What does a sawmill look like? Is that it? No. Is that it? Block breaker. Oh yeah, but I keep forgetting we've got all this good stuff we can create. Fire, beep, beep, beep. A laser drill. Wow, that's gonna be a late game though. Right? Laser drill. Well, 2 diamonds, 3 glowstone blocks. That's not late game. The factory machine block just takes rubber. The laser drill pre-charged. Oh yeah, the pink slime crystal. That's the thing. Where does that slime come from? Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, just I was just thinking about that. You know, I got actually a couple of just a couple of hours of sleep tonight. I fell asleep listening to a Roomba playing. I wanted something a little bit different. I've been listening to a lot of Europa 4 of late. I listened to a gentleman named Provis Games playing mostly Europa Universalis 4, but I just wanted something a little bit different, you know, and so I started listening to Arumba's Crusader Kings. I think it's called The Kingdom of God. It's about, he took over a Jewish state, Jewish religion, and small province in the Horn of Africa, somewhere like that. Anyway, Crusader Kings 2, I've tried it a few times. I'll go play it for a few hours and then come back another day, play it for a few hours, and I find it a very, very difficult game, very complex, and I know someday I'll really have time and interest to get really deeply into it, and probably my life as I know it will be over at that point, right? And that's okay. That's okay. That's what these things are like, and I know that. I know it, and it's fine. I'm cool with it. But there's something about in that particular Let's Play. It was published in October 2016, so about a month ago, as of the time I record this. And he has a setback, a major setback in episode 10. I was listening to the entire playlist, or at least as much of it as I could get to. Episode 10, he has a really major setback, and I thought it's one of the most compelling pieces of video footage I've seen in a long time. It's easy to play a game in which everything goes smoothly and well, but what's really compelling for me is when the gamer suffers setbacks, you know, just like in fiction, just like in life. What's compelling to us is not people's successes, but their failures, their struggles, because we learn so much from that, you know. And so I just found that incredibly compelling. Although Arumba is an extraordinarily fun YouTuber, and has great quality, you know, in everything he does. It's when he has a setback that he shines brightest. And he seldom resorts to profanity. One of my bugaboos, profanity. And I really like that, admire that about him. I don't watch him all the time. You know, you watch somebody too much, and anybody gets old after a while. But I just really enjoy watching him, and occasionally. Sometimes he has a. Sometimes he seems to compress his footage into a time space, like you will, as if he has 30 minutes of footage that he attempts to compress into 25 minutes by speeding up, you know, the voice, and that can be pretty difficult to deal with, but I just really enjoy his stuff. Okay, how am I going to do this? I don't want to have that sand just hanging over my head like that. I promised one of my students something yesterday. The student is a musician, and he shared with us his an EP that his band put newly on SoundCloud. Sorry, not SoundCloud, Bandcamp. And it was a Name Your Own Price EP. We talked about his metrics and the things that he tracks and what the band tracks, the numbers. And I joked with him that, yeah, you guys hate math until it comes time to start tracking your metrics. Then you're going to be complete statistics freaks, you know. And suddenly everybody was listening to me. One of those rare moments when suddenly all ears, it's like teaching a bunch of cats, and suddenly all the cats are looking at you, totally quiet, listening, because this shit is important right here, dude. And it's true. It's very true. But I asked him what was his experience with Bandcamp, and so he talked a little bit about that, and he talked about how much money they had made. I want to say he said like they've made $94 or something like that, and I told him, you know what, for a long time I've been scared to start selling my fiction, my short stories up on Kindle, but he had inspired me, and I was going to start doing that. I promised him before the semester was over, I would have one short story up on Amazon. I'd have one short story up on Amazon. And I got a little bit of respect there, and he's going to hold me to it, and that's good. I need him to hold me to it. Let's put this iron. This is day 2. I'm yakking away, but here we are on day 2. Let's find that 10. Oh yeah, I've got some tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What else have we got? Pulverized ferrous metal, copper, gold. Gold. I can do... What is that thing called? Gold. What do you make out of gold? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'll put all this equipment out yonder way. Outside. Get this out my house. Store my goodies in the house, but my house is for living and for sleeping, not for manufacturing, you know. Not for that manufacturing thing. I need to find a place for this enchantment table. Maybe that's going to become... Maybe we'll just nook out this room here, bump out this room. Definitely need to bump out the ceiling. Definitely bump out the ceiling, Tom. But watch out, be careful about it. There's sand up there. Sand up there. And I have to figure out a way to do this. Another work better. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Oh, my students at ACM were so sweet to me today. I had told them sometimes in class I'm a bit transparent sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes in my with my feelings. I spoke with them about if something major happens in my life, especially when it affects my ability to teach, maybe only when it affects my ability to teach, I share that with them in hopes that they learn vicariously a little bit from doggone life derpage, and or just simply for that human connection, you know, that we can create as humans together. It's really, really important in teaching. I find it incredibly important in my teaching to be a human being and not some teaching automaton. It's important to be professional, but it's also important to be human with people that trust you to teach them. And so when something major comes up in my life, I will talk about it. Not in a sense of just dwelling on it. Not poor me. Not something like pity me for this. Not like that at all. But more like, dude, this happened. So I'm kind of feeling low. So help me stay energized today. Let's see if we can stay energized today. And today I said, at our last class, I had told them about Sarah had said she was getting re-engaged. My ex-wife Sarah, and I told them I'm okay with that. It was just kind of an odd, just kind of sorting through my feelings, and then today I said, a week ago, as I was leaving ACM, I had a text from Jelly Bez, and she said we got to talk, and she just texted we need to talk, and then she came by later and said, I'm leaving. I'm done with this, and it was such a shock to me. I told him that, and I told him it was 1 week ago today. That happened on my way out of ACM, and you never know how people's reactions is sometimes a student will look at me in a similar situation. A student might look at me and say, you know, just, you must be a real loser, dude, you know, something like that. But often, especially at this point in the semester, we often are able to create more of a, often get more of a human response, you know, to it, like, oh, dude, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. You know, a little thing like that. Indeed, that's what happened today. I got that little human response, but it's not something I spent any time dwelling on. I just announced it real quick and early. Like, look, I'm kind of low today because kind of still a little bit in shock because a week ago today, you know, I was, you know, walking out of here and boom, this happened. So, you know, I'd really appreciate if you guys could help me stay on focus today, and let's have a good class, all right, shall we? And that's how we went after it. Let's turn off journey map. Man, that thing's bothering the crap out of me. Off, close, boop, good. Okay, well, day 2 in that acacia tree is beautiful. It's oh, I love it. A lone acacia tree over here, not having to compete for moisture at all. Dog, why do you still have this? Why do you have this weird, derpy wheat garden right outside your front door? Well, my friend, it was my first weird, derpy wheat garden. You're right. It doesn't need to be here, does it? It does not need to be here whatsoever. So let's change it. You are correct. You are correct. You are exactly right. We'll fill that up. So night 2, is that right? So night 2, 2 days and 2 nights so far. Oh yeah, we got a nice view of the acacia tree out the window there. Beautiful. Beautiful day. Let's put up this stuff. And grab other stuff, like sand stuff. You know much about me. Those of you, good morning, son. Namaste. Long-time viewers, I really appreciate you guys. You know a lot about me. You know, you've learned a lot about me over the weeks and months and years, and you know, I'm okay with that. I talk to my classes not quite as close as I talk to you, because I have a lot to accomplish in the class, a lot to get done. And here I just really take my time. Let's kind of work this channel out a little bit here. I always have a bit of a reluctance to change a water feature like this, but sometimes you gotta clean it up a bit for sanity's sake. There we go. Let's put a little torch there. Torch spam. I can make a magnum torch, but I need to have a few critical ingredients, and one of those critical ingredients is, now that we have netherwort. Oh, netherwort doesn't come in. Yeah, it does. Now that we can make potions, I'm gonna need gas tears and melons. So we need to find melons. We need to find new vanilla jungle terrain. And gas tears. We're going to need to find, we're going to need to shoot some gas in the nether. Get some gas tears. Man, those gas the other day, there was one that was so close to being in range. So close to being in range. I keep looking at this wall here by the smelter, and I'd like to brick up the back of it, but maybe not with brick, the vanilla brick blocks. Maybe something gray or gray brick or something like that. Stone brick, maybe. Not vanilla stone, but let's see. I'm just recording now just to, I may do a couple of sessions. I just want to try and get sleepy and get back to sleep, because it's only got 2 hours of sleep. Listening to a Roomba, then waking up, and then Trying to go back to sleep, failing, and coming in here. Okay, that 10 is ready. How do we do this? Let's see. Jungle wood. So we have jungle wood. We have rubber saplings. Rubber wood. Raw rubber. We got lots of raw rubber, dog. I forgot. Cache. Can I do a cache? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, that is so sweet. I can totally do a cache. Which means I don't need this. What was it? Cane. Which means... Which aesthetic am I going to change here? I think I've got to change this. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I put everything I've got into the cache? Just keep right clicking, I guess. All this compressed cobble. I gotta uncompress it all. So dumb, I know. Doesn't this make more sense though? This way we're not, I had totally forgotten about this whole trick of doing this. Totally forgotten about this trick. There we go. Also, I'm forgetting my inventory tweaks and how to do things. Just have to shift click, okay. For some reason I was shift control clicking. Jellybud. Speaking of jellybuds, I sure hope she's doing okay. One of the things that woke me up was a sudden waking dream. A waking dream of her not doing okay. And that's not okay. If she's not okay, that's not okay. I don't know if that means I had trouble letting her go or something like that, or if it just means I just simply care, or what. I was talking with one of my buddies in the adjunct office the other day. You know what? I was going to use... Wow, we're already 70% full there on the cobble. I was going to use one for cobble and one for cane, but I think we're going to fill that up with cobble, actually. What is it that I use? There's something I can use to pick that up. Whoa, what happened? Did I pick something up? There's something I can use to pick that cache up with, is it a wrench? Okay, if I surround that with Invar, it becomes a hardened cache, capable of holding what? 40,000 compared to 10,000. And then reinforced, oh yeah, 160, which is hardened glass, which is lead plus obsidian. I wonder if I could make that in the smeltery. Surely, yes. Oh, just melt lead onto obsidian block. Certainly. So both of those are within reach. Invar being what? Iron and Invar being what? 2 iron and 1. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have Invar. We have iron and we have pulverized ferrous metal. We totally have that within reach. Beautiful cache. So now I've got a free chest here. Looks like this just in time too, because this chest was filling up. So let's put our nether rack over here. Boop. And boop. Beautiful. Wonderful. Wonder bar. I thought it was going to be sand we were going to put in there, but no. Man, I miss Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Okay, so where am I going to put this? Where am I going to put this, man? Where am I going to put that? How about right here? It's got to be 5 by 5. So 5, here's 1, 2, man, 3, 4, 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got round, and then 1, 3, 4, 5 would end here. We need one more. I don't want to give up my wall here. And if I take out this wall, then we're into this. What if I, is this the end of day 3? What's on the other side of this? It's a wall, right? Yeah. Gonna have to go deep in. I don't have to do it like this. I could do it like a walk-in little thing, can't I? One thing I definitely want is a real functional bedroom instead of just a cot like that. But I love waking up and seeing this view. So this is night 3. Is this correct? You know what? I think I'll put a cut here, and I will be back and join you again from Minecraft Through the Night, Season 3 in a world called Alice with me, Doggone. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and hope this helps you to get to sleep, okay? I'll see you for the next episode. Bye.